and that Tracer. So Fixer and Landon just not having a fun time. Virtus.pro have to find a way of keeping their backline safe if they want to be able to have safe chances to continue in this tournament. Dallas Fuel one flashpoint away from crushing Virtus.pro's key.
Double DPS ult for the Fuel. Fixer still with the beat. You can't go down early, not again, please. Landon is going to be under a bit of pressure. There's the sound barrier. Okay, proactivity for Virtus.pro now.
Stops the overclock as well, but Chronic still gets two, and both of them the backline.
Yeah, well, Kellen is dead. Sonjin 1 HP, so it is going to be a VP win. Wasn't exactly clean, though.
Yeah, if you're Virtus.pro right now, you're asking serious questions like, how do we keep losing as supports even when we win the fight? This should not be happening, guys.
Lucamino's got the steal, the kidnap, 10% away. Double support ult for the Fuel, you're thinking, on this point.
Kevster has that spree. You can at least try to use it to win the rush versus rush.
Oh, the Suzu goes a little wide, but doesn't matter. CJ still ends up killing Kevster. Okay, hang on a second here. Lucamino does trade, but Kevster's the main source of damage here for Virtus.pro.
Yeah. Now you're looking at Psycho, but what can Psycho do within this rush? It's all about Ice.
Rush for Rush here. Now Sonjin trying to insert himself into the conversation, into that backline. Ice holding his arms, just so steady. They need this annihilation. Pulse Bomb goes wide though, he dodges out of it. As Kevster comes back with a spree, shut down by Kellen. And now Ice just begging, hoping he can do a tick of damage. There it is, okay, annihilation on the point. Kellen's not going to be able to stand up here, and this annihilation is just going to rip through him. They're trying to distract the backline as Psycho gets the blink smack melee onto CJ. And now only Lucamino to try and heal up the rest of the team.
Good kills onto Dallas Fuel, not allowing them to play for second stage fight when Kellen has uncontested annihilation to run Fuel back onto that point when Virtus.pro don't have the sound barrier to stand up to it. Virtus.pro remain in the tournament and pull the first flashpoint, but we still have to see them pull out more if they want to be able to find this map win. Dallas will have so many ultimates to set them up for this next fight. Kellen's annihilation has to be top of concern.
Oh, I'm scared for this point, especially with Lucamino with this ult. Just drags him off the edge. Speaking of which, there it is. Oh, sniped out of the air though. That's a little rough. Kellen and Ice Gnome just looking at each other. This annihilation from Kellen, he's pretty damn low, but he has the support. CJ just tailing after him, making sure he's topped up.
Ice not happy about losing that round 1v1.
Hang on a second, Landon and Kevster have managed to find 3 kills. Psycho now looking around for anybody else. Kellen, of course, on the point, managed to find 3. Trying to cap, is going to get back up in just a moment. Lucamino's back in the action.
Psycho has the pulse bomb. Kellen's about to run out of block.
So you have to get back. Yeah, you can't really stay around here whatsoever. Lucamino dashing forward briefly. He's going to have to give up control of the point.
Good vortex from Ice as well, just to make sure that Dallas Fuel can't close up the distance and stop Virtus.pro's cap. What's Sonjin up to, though?
Needs to hit a pulse. Or that. Or Chronic. Just opening the fire up again. Sure. Oh, that pulse was filthy. Soundbite from Fixer's going to save him though as they try and barrel on forward without Psycho now. It's a 4v5 in the front line as Chronic and Fixer end up trading. A cap coming through for the Dallas Fuel as well. They've got ult. They managed to flip the fight on this team. I mean, Virtus.pro need to react now. Sonjin trying to close the doors on Kevster, who goes dangerously low, but Sonjin doesn't have a recall to play around. Psycho's now going to match up in the 1v1 as this rush from the Virtus.pro side of things is just basically useless.
It's off point.
There's 3 ults for VP. Ice Gnome's going to rip the annihilation just to try and stay alive. They need the support to get back, but Chronic ends up just isolating him and getting the kill. Oh, and the pulse bomb too. Shrugs it off.
Great Suzu from CJ. Chronic just stands still, has full trust that his Kiriko will be able to cleanse him, and Dallas Fuel holds strong. Sanctuary should be able to absorb Kevster's spree, so Virtus.pro can't even hinge their hopes on that.
Extending the fight is what is key here for the Fuel. Get this to OT, get these ults and get the win. Nerves from Kellen don't look apparent right now. Full confidence from the tank, from the Fuel. There's a spree from Kevster. He needs to also make a big impact. Only ult for VP right now. There's the annihilation, the Sanctuary. There's just so much to try and deal with here. Kevster dashes in with the spree, shuts down Sonjin, but Ice Gnome, the front line for VP, already gone. The Dallas Fuel, it's a 4v4 and they have control. Landon topple. Virtus Pro coming back on the wrecking ball to get a final touch. But NA's best here. NA's #1 seed dismantling VP. Lifestone's going to be able to get another retouch here. But the hopes and dreams of EMEA are fading. Sonjin with a pulse too. Desperation from VP. It's 5, 6, 7 touches, but you're going to need a whole lot more than that to stop Chronic. Dallas Fuel do it in 2. They secure their spot in the playoffs. VP and EMEA, their keys are getting crushed.
Fuel put Virtus Pro.
I think it feels back. I think they are back. Haven't played for like 3 years. This is what they were calling for the best in the world or best in the champ of NA. So it's all just definitely getting back from a long section of a break. Oh, hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How's your day? Happy?
It's off to a much better start now that the Fuel are moving on.
Happy that Fuel is? Yeah. It's been 3 years. 3 years. And here they are.
My hometown right there.
Definitely their first ever spotlight for the entire world stage. I'm glad to see CJ back too. It's been a long time since CJ came back from Overwatch. Right.
Oh man, this was a big win for them.
Yeah, Virtus Pro has been very, like, not gonna lie, they were heavily weighted on just this week because of their club points. They needed those points in order to beat Navi, Team Navi for first place in the club. But getting eliminated now doesn't give you any points.
#1 Dallas Fuel, I'm standing by with Weeks. I mean, that must feel like such a great win, especially considering it was revenge for Champions Clash, right?
Yeah, we've been waiting to get our chance to get them back since Japan, and you know, we've all been looking forward to playing Europe the whole time. That
Champions Clash was 4 or 5 days ago.
Europe's way better, so.
You're enjoying this even more.
Very much.
Did you manage to catch VP's
Albert.
loss earlier on today?
Good morning.
Twisted Minds.
Good morning.
Yeah, we watched the whole game because you know we played the.
Oh, they were selling a lot of Dallas Fuel stuff back in DreamHack. For cheap too.
I don't doubt it.
I mean, we were happy to play their team. Honestly, the comps they were playing looked pretty weak. So.
How proud are you of this team right now? Because obviously you're the coach, but you're also sub. But you're overlooking all of this. I mean, you must be so delighted with how your team's performing.
Yeah, I'm so proud of my team to make it out of the group into playoffs. I think coming into this year, a lot of people had doubts about our roster, and I'm just really happy.
Hey, Alberto, I do see you. Just wanted to say hi. I see your chat.
I kind of caught you off guard.
Thanks for coming in on YouTube.
Interview. I'm going to catch you off guard again right now, because if you look over your shoulder, you're about to go crush a key. All right?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Dallas Fuel key crush right now. There you go. There's their key crush. There's the second key crush, if there's anything, right?
He'll talk you through it, guys. Come and watch the process. Get in there. Because Virtus Pro came to Paris undefeated. EMEA champions.
Wow,
Twisted Minds stopped their momentum.
Yeah.
Dallas Fuel finished.
VP were undefeated, which is kind of crazy. But everything matters here on playoff stage.
And that's a huge blow. Just stay with me just for one more moment here, That's a huge blow for Virtus Pro as well. In their ambitions to be club champions this year, they really needed that one. But I've just got one final question for you here. How far do you truly believe this team can go now?
I believe if we play our game, we can beat anyone.
Well, best of luck in the rest of the tournament. Who do you want next? Any idea?
I don't know. I think we're going to get CR or Zeta, so I'm happy to play either of them.
Okay, well, good luck, and thanks again for the interview. Wow, one more to go, and then we'll find out who everybody plays in our draw show a little bit later on.
I'm wearing my Space Station gaming shirt.
We see Dallas Fuel coming
Hello,
out with
Holland. Good morning, Holland.
surprise
I see you in chat.
2-0. Sonja, not the only one involved in the victory. Who do you give credit to for the W?
I got to put a lot of
Thanks for joining
credit
YouTube
to
chat.
Chronic, right? Just like absolutely turning up on the Sojourn, found so many critical picks. This
Oh,
young
I
player,
saw the
he was one
game
of the most
with
exciting prospects
Space
in
Station
North
Gaming,
America. This is,
and
the
then
type
I
of win that
saw
really shows that he can
the
compete
other
on
game
multiple stages
with
like this.
T1.
We've been doubting
Those were
him
good games.
fairly because, honestly, in Japan,
A little bit sad that I missed the Twisted Mind one, because I knew that one was the highly anticipated one. People want Twisted Mind to lose. They really don't want to see Twisted Mind to win in Overwatch at all, which is crazy.
I want to listen to the interview.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so this is basically it. And what happens is this. When people see another community or another country rise up to a different type of level, people they get a little bit prideful of this. I've seen the split between Twisted Minds and Team Falcons so much to where it actually bit them against the butt. They had a huge display and promo, and it literally said this: "One nation united but split into two." This is actually something that they put on Warzone right now, because the two nations that are divided, you have Twisted Minds and Team Falcons coming from Saudi Arabia with their built-in teams, but obviously something happened there to where a Saudi team made their own other esports team called Twisted Minds. And I don't think it was like drama or anything, but I do know that it's been a little bit shaky because of the people that they bought. So it's been crazy. Again, thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. We have a couple more matches left. If anything, I think this is the last match for today for Overwatch, which is personally good for me, but I know you guys probably missed it. We've been streaming for about 3 hours beforehand, and the games that we were streaming for the start of, I think it was, yeah, it was only Space Station Gaming. Space Station against Varel, and then right now we're going up into Geeky against JD Gaming. Basically, whoever moves into playoffs. We are getting into playoffs. Basically, this is playoffs. As we get into the final day of group stages, we need to find out who is going to be moving on into the next tournament. We missed Twisted Mind versus Virtus Pro. This is why Virtus Pro was in knockdown in lower bracket, was mainly because we had players such as like Psycho and Fexa and Landon, right? And then they went against Dallas Fuel. So Dallas Fuel will be advancing the playoffs. For Team Falcons as well, TI, T1, they will be moving on as well. That one was probably the biggest huge disappointment because Team Falcons was last year's champions. So now we have a whole new ring of whoever can be champion. It's not going to be returning for sure.
I would say Virtus Pro, Jake. I would say Falcons came in a little bit shaky. Merit was back, of course, but Virtus Pro, the #1 seed of EMEA going out there, that was a big upset for me.
I'd agree. VP, the EMEA #1 seed, EMEA had looked like an amazing.
Great to see Zeta Division actually move on. People are probably happy about that one. And Space Station to get their final and only chance out.
I'm excited. It's been a while since I really believed in North American Overwatch, but at this point, the proof's in the pudding. SSG and Dallas onto the playoffs. Both of them could potentially make a run.
There's only one spot left in the playoffs, and that belongs to either GK or JDG. While we wait for that match on the stage, let's check in with Ginny over at Street Fighter 6.
Back.
We have three.
It's the third day of groups here over at the Alliance Vault, where we got some Street
Welcome
Fighter
back.
action going on.
Aren't you proud that we have three
three
NA teams
Yeah, so we kind
that
of
are
went from
qualified for
groups
playoffs?
to more groups for day 3, so it's
Is it
still
2?
eliminations. People are getting knocked
3.
out slowly,
100
taking out
Crazy
competition.
Raccoons,
The most
100
important
Days
of
is
those,
technically
we have Falcons versus
NA.
Falcons matchup.
So they are NA, then you have Space Station, then you also have now Dallas Fuse.
So Mickey out
So
the
3.
competition, and we're down to
Yeah,
1 out of 3
I knew
Falcons now,
SSG
so
and
that's
Field
the main
were
storyline. Obviously, we already kind of
Gotcha,
touched on how
gotcha.
Zhao Hai was taken out in the earlier stages,
No,
and
I'm
he
so
was the
stoked.
favorite. So now it's kind of boiling
kind of
down
restoring
to
hope
all
in
these
the
Asian organizations
in
still
the
crazy
NA
record in
scene a
it.
little
Big
bit.
representation from Zay's division who had
Yep.
to face off against
It's also a
Asia as well.
toss up in the air of
The
who's
same
going to be
for Egypt, too.
champions since
Obviously,
Falcon's
these
out.
organizations are a bit further down the leaderboard, so not as impactful
Right,
as if
yeah,
Falcon's
that
gonna
was
win,
kind of crazy
but
to
every point
watch.
matters.
Well, if you can't beat them, beat yourself, I guess.
Disappointment
that's the
for
story here
sure for a
Falcons.
lot.
We're going to keep you updated if anything else changes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
see you around.
I'm gonna go get some hydration, so I will be right back.
Problem. You grab snackies too.
I should. BRB.
Right. Today is our recap as well for EWC stuff, so for EWC stuff we are recapping basically every game and everything that's happened so far. Kind of big. Pretty much we have we got things that happened in Street Fighter. We have a strong competition that's happened in Mobile Legends Bang Bang, where things are getting more split as well. We have Warzone getting very heated. Group stages are getting super heated. They've been doing so many games in freaking Warzone. It's been crazy. But basically it's this. The people who are at the Warzone stage and who's played, I've seen them at DreamHack Dallas, and it's what they call the ripple effect, where if one person leaves a team, another person leaves another team, then they get subbed in, and then it's a whole other thing. And then the craziest part is this: when they get together, they're actually split, right? Because they're not playing it cohesively as a team. Some teams are coming back reformed, but a lot of the newer players, which are new, fresh, young blood, they haven't either played in a competition that's at this level, or they haven't even seen a potential of basically EWC or a strong tournament like this. I saw Honor of the Kings is still going on. Yes, Honor of Kings is still going on.
And I think they're doing great so far.
Vero is definitely underrated as well. I would say, if someone asked me, Vero's underrated, and there's so many great teams as well. What do you guys think? Who do you think is the most underrated team at EWC?
Dallasville. Dallasville is the most underrated team for sure. Hello YouTube. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are having a good morning. I saw that they have an actual One Piece manga like section too. It's an interactive one.
We got some
Rosie
Warzone action happening for day 2 here over in the Kitty City Grid, and Glitter is of course
Menard is dominating Street Fighter for sure. Katie Reckman just got knocked out of Street Fighter. So Kaido also in still for Street Fighter. Doing qualifiers for Tekken 8, which is great.
Biggest story right now coming out of Group A is Twisted Minds. They are defending champs, but it's a completely different roster than what we saw last time. So
Oh, we had a Leo mirror match in Tekken 8. Or is that going on right now?
yesterday for their Group A, and now today
Cool, they're making it up. Mids and the lows.
Gotten 3rd place in another and gotten 5th in another. They have not dropped out of the top 5 spots in 4 out of 6 matches.
Call of Duty Black Ops LCQ are actually going on right now too, so that's about 8 games.
Pretty much guarantees them all the way through to finals already. after this performance. So they are a CC squad we're absolutely keeping our eyes on. Will they defend their title? Bare minimum, will they get some points on the board? But then if we're looking down at Group B, they have
8 games all today. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, and they were the favorite heading into this.
There are 8 games that are being streamed today at the EWC.
Yeah, for Overwatch. Or no, not for Overwatch, but for the whole catalog. Yeah, there's a lot of matches going on.
Today is the craziest week of EWC
Last
esports.
day of July is a busy one.
Championship update. That's it from us for now. Hope you guys are enjoying these, and if you're not, well, they're still gonna keep coming.
My 60-second recap might be, well, a lot, a lot to recap.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome into the 20th and final match of the group stages. This one decides who is going to be
Last
the
match of the
team
groups.
making it into our playoff bracket and who is getting on an airplane at the end of the night. It's been a fun ride up to this point. We got to welcome in Zoe and Reinforce for the final ride. This one should be good. JDG.
What's your favorite team comp so far?
Able to surprise everyone yesterday. They're going up against GK.
Oh my god, I can see how fun and annoying the
Where are they at in your power rankings?
Line
And what did they show you so far at
Bastion
EWC?
makes me want to try
They had
it.
to go up against a very good opponent earlier today, so I think they shouldn't take that result to heart. And quite frankly, I think they even in their loss, they actually really showed up. I feel like they played.
There it is.
phenomenally.
I think
There it
GK is
is.
gonna sweep.
Quite severe disadvantages.
Do you think so?
Like in terms of ultimates and whatnot,
They
managed
showed
to
up
win
really
fights
well against
regardless,
Zeta, so I think they will
overall,
too.
their performance, even in their loss, has been very promising.
I think if you're looking at these two teams, Pocket, I can't wait because this is essentially just a barrel of explosives. Both of these
Yeah, I agree. I've been like sleeping on GK. Like I haven't seen them before in Overwatch comp, and I haven't heard of their esports team. But after seeing them play their first match, I was like, damn, I've been sleeping on this team.
This 18-year-old prodigy who finally now might have a chance to play some diva. That's his signature specialist hero. And then on the other side, JD Gaming, they're just, yeah, we're gonna play Wrecking Ball, throw Bellassuri out there, let's play Tracer and Sion, etc.
Now, did you just say Ziad is better at on Malga? Because he was looking incredible on the tank earlier in the tournament.
Oh, the diva was just like phenomenal, arguably like best in the world last year. And
One more for Team Spirit. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at one more for Team Spirit.
I don't think that is his favorite hero to play. This matchup might get that opportunity.
So we got about a minute 20 before we get to the stage. So let's talk about JDG because they beat up on Team Secret.
They did indeed. That said, though, Secret.
Look at that smile.
I mean, rightfully so, because they were extremely dominant. Pineapple and Kineki, the damage duo, they were absolutely popping off. Now, we already mentioned Bellassuria's ball was phenomenal, like exemplary, picture book perfect.
Talking to Lord Chambers yesterday, he was saying, if you would have told 20-year-old Ian that I would be talking to a lad named Pineapple and crushing keys, I'd tell you you're a liar. But here we are.
W Pineapple.
So we all still have a career somehow, and this team
What a
is
name.
now thriving on our EWC stage.
Yeah, they keep on hiring us. Not entirely sure
This is the
why, but
Pineapple
please
that goes
continue
well with
on that
pizza.
trajectory. We do love to see.
I don't know.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
That's kind of crazy, though.
It's okay.
Ah, stay. At least you don't hate it.
Let's talk about the number. 79% of the fans are going GK. How confident are you?
GK
Don't lag out
we
here.
just saw if GK overthink things, they could be in trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna lighten our load right now. Lighten the load.
Zoe, who you got?
I got GK for this one, but I do think
GK fan favorite. Find that. Everyone's going for GK for sure.
Let's see it.
De Varel, on a nos représentants EMEA qui sont tombés également.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to lighten the load right now.
We've seen a lot of
It's kind of
heartbreaking
annoying.
stories. The eliminations of my favorites. Varel, the Japanese team, Virtus Pro, our EMEA champions.
give you a little peek behind the curtain. We're lucky enough to be behind the scenes here and seeing all of the players before and after the matches, and the heartbreak really is true. It's and lift this.
A lot on the line, the trophy, the money, of course, and for our last spot in playoffs, the first contenders are GK Esports.
There they are.
EMEA, especially MENA representatives, they pushed the EMEA champions to the absolute limit. Et ils ont prouvé qu'ils pouvaient être très dangereux sur la scène parisienne. Ici, true dark horses in the field, but now back against the wall. Can they take down their opponent?
Well, their opponents are standing by, and it's JD Gaming! Now, their tournament began with defeat, but when elimination came calling, JDG answered with a ruthless 2-0 win. They have already fought their way back from the edge once, and here and now in Paris, they stand on the brink of it once again.
EMEA versus China, pick your champion. JDG or GK, get your last ticket to the playoffs.
GK. GK.
That's right. The last ticket to the playoffs is going to be granted to either JD Gaming or GK Esports. Now, this is the first time they're facing off against each other, Moxie. GK just came off of a series which honestly could have gone their way. A 2-1 versus Zeta Division.
Hello, thank you. Welcome for the follow. Thank you for the follow.
That New Junk City, they look a team on fire. Labda's Sojourn, especially compared to Quartz, that really takes you back. But for JD Gaming, they're taking us forward. We're getting to see what Chinese Overwatch metas look like within 2026. Weibo Gaming already through. A huge achievement. JD Gaming now, they want to see if they can join their teams to represent
No
in
jetpack
the
cat.
playoffs. For me,
Man.
I want to see the starting lineup. Will it be Bellas Rayo?
RIP the batch in chat lineup.
Bellas Reyes in just for the flexibility that we've talked about, because PK, they will force them to have to swap for a fair few compositions.
Maguna is so good as a tank, man.
The control map, no surprises. Mauga, a staple.
Mauga.
Control meta,
Oh, God.
and Jetpack Cat, purely because you can slot them into pretty much every composition.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that at this point. Doesn't matter. You don't have to run the Bastion if you don't want it. You could do it with a
DDG.
Jackie, you can do it with a
Thing,
Soldier.
okay.
Like, it's whatever. But we won't see it here. The support lineup is going to go something a little bit different. And honestly, with GK's support lineup, to be fair, I mean,
You know a lot about GK Esports?
guy has been around since
Not much, just a little.
One of their players used to be with XQC, played with XQC. That's their Dutch player.
yeah?
Yeah, so this is a really stacked, not all one type of language team. 2 from Saudi Arabia, 1 from Korea, and 1 used to play, he's Dutch and he used to play with XQC. Their DPS Korean player is trilingual, can speak Japanese, Korean, and English.
Yeah, it seems like everyone is really good at like speaking all these different languages.
Within this, like,
It is an international stage.
Hear that, y'all? Take a language class. It's worth it.
Having to deal with the Wuyang spam,
Real.
but for Volcano, probably not. Much more likely that we'll get to see that Ramatra versus Ramatra. The main wrinkle being Labda on the Cassidy, Pineapple the Sojourn. We've already seen the pick potential that Sojourn has in neutral. Kaneki on that Mei as well, wanting to try to find isolations versus Zia.
Yeah, our silly heroes are going to be that Mei and that Sim for JD Gaming and GK. Really early push up to this high ground with that TP. You're able to get there so quick. Plus Kelex's speed.
Mewtwo though, with that poke on the Wuyang, does mean that JD Gaming have more damage before these fights start.
Wow, Ellis Rhea so low. He's trying to deal with that turret. It took him like 3 punches.
Labs is hitting shots. He's already 50% to
Nice.
Deadeye, but it's Mei that falls first.
Yeah, Mewtwo was trying to get the pocket there, but a good TP from Alpha Yi as well is going to catch off Mewtwo.
That's just GK forcing JD Gaming to have to bid a hasty retreat and a hasty comp swap too. Kaneki actually off of the Mei onto the Xion. Knows that GK would just be impossible to be able to totally lock down with both the Lucio and the Sim to be able to work around those walls. Labda though, 80% to the first Deadeye, which means that you have to keep an eye on where Alpha Yi teleports him.
Still going to be tough to try and get into the face of GK, even on something like a Xion. Look at that, an aggressive push there from Labda. Oh, dealt a fair few bullets there. Kaneki rips his head off with those twin pistols.
Yeah.
Ziad's going to try and go even on the point, but it is Kelex that goes down next. A very clean fight from JD Gaming in the neutral.
Yeah, you saw it when we were looking at the map overhead, right? Kaneki, Mewtwo, both actually stack the left side lane, walk onto Labda's position, find the kill on the Cassidy. Without the Cassidy, GK don't have the damage, nor the stopping potential to slow JD Gaming down. And now they're in a great position, especially with teleport already being used.
That's the second time.
And
a brief pause. Audio issue? Please don't say.
You hear that, chat? Pause, counter, up, +1. How many pauses have you seen today?
I've seen a few. I've seen a few.
Do you know the exact number? Be like 4 or 5?
I want to say like 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay, so we're gonna go with the higher number.
Yeah, there was
2, 3, 4.
that was the second one that was like a left-right thing, and then there was one that was a player unplugged the PC.
Swinging out with that overclock, trying to hold.
I can't remember what the fourth one might have been, if there was a fourth one. I just remember those 3 for sure.
Okay, we have 4 additional pauses just for today. A total of pauses in Overwatch is at 17 for our pause counter.
Be able to win it.
There you go.
But GD Gaming, they called the bluff. They sent the overclock, and Labda finds nothing.
Yo, I'm not rooting for JD Gaming, but shout out to Mewtwo. And Pineapple. Those are based gamer tags.
I was about to say.
If I wasn't rooting for GK, I would root for JD.
Yeah, dies again. The late beat from Kelex might not be it. Yeah, there's just no way. Belisray does get traded though. Hang on a second. Alpha Yi with the wall separates the team. Spree comes out as well. Kaneki trying to lock people down, but Kelex is the only one to fall to it. A good little wall dance there from GK. Despite losing Ziad super early on, they managed to clutch up. Alpha Yi comes up massive with the ult.
Ziad actually swaps on to the Diva. Desk mentioned how good his hero pool is on that Diva. Pin with one-sided rush as well. JD Gaming having to spend time if they want to be able to build up Monk's ult to be able to match it. As Mewtwo scouts out, the Diva swap goes to the brig to be able to play counter.
Pin's got rush ready though. They probably don't want to go too quick.
No.
They want to just hang around for a moment, try and make a final fight, but that is a good opening pick from Labda. Okay, fight's done, fight's over. Retreat. Hold S, JD Gaming. Well, unfortunately with Belisray going down, this is looking final fight.
I mean, GK, like you said, it's perfect for that,
Oh,
right?
not another pick, surely. No, Kaneki can't die. Okay, Kaneki's going to get back at the very final moments. Belisray, he's going ball.
Yeah, you have to go ball. Mewtwo on the Lucio just to push JD Gaming onto the point to get the opportunity to use Monk's rush versus spins, but Labda with that overclock means that GK have such an advantage for this last fight.
Nice move from the Diva. Can we get another one? Another one? Another boot? Oh, and he doesn't get there. Perfect double boot from Ziad, and then Kelex following it up. Really nice stuff.
GK just getting to play the Lambda swap onto that Sojourn, that one pick, it's all you require. And you don't have to have an ult bolt up to be able to find it when you have that rail charge. And here's the thing, fighting against Ram teams like
Dude, Alpha did it best in this one. It's crazy, but they had total control on that. My wrist hurts just seeing Alpha try to do all this, man. Crazy. His 180s are so crazy fast.
Alright, back to it.
Inhuman.
On the Wuyang, Kaneki gonna roll out again on the Shion. GK doing same old, EU things, EMEA things, TP from Alpha Yi.
I'm not gonna lie to you, every Soul Throwing that I've seen on every team, they're just so good at it. They're just so good with Soul Throwing.
If you try to give a go of it. GK already on this point though will be pretty hard for JD Gaming to unseat.
What?
The issue for JD Gaming is that they don't have the sim to make up for the absence of the Lucio. So if GK just walk towards JD Gaming, how do they escape them? How, actually, do they even have the opportunity to take angles against Lapta before he's already dead? The answer is they simply do not. This has to be a perfect retake and it has to come off of more angle pressure from Kaneki.
Right, Zia, only member right now of GK2 touched the point is Kaneki and Mewtwo once again try the same thing, trying to get an off angle with the Wuyang and the Shion. They're going to spot the teleport, but Bellis Rare is just getting dominated in the front line. Monk's going to fall down. Yeah, Alpha he basically just sits there, holds M1. There you go. How to play Sim 101 against the Ram.
Well, poor Bellis Raya, he's always short-handed when it comes to heals too, because Mewtwo is being paired with Kaneki, which means that you only have Kiriko as opposed to DK, who gets to use Calyx to push forward, but also have to heal alongside Finn. So JD Gaming understanding, okay, the Ramatra is too vulnerable alone, let's put Bellis Raya onto ball, and let's just try to disrupt DK.
Right, don't die first challenge. Bellis Raya back on the ball. Okay, look at the ults though for GK. They got a whole bunch of them and they're just going to run forward. WM1 comp. Uh-oh, can't get caught here. Nice little slam. Lab to get Suzu though, and he's still hunting for bodies, hunting for heads. Monk's already down, and this is all falling apart. JD Gaming do get the crap. Okay, they sneak that one away. No problem. GK are just going to hold S and go back to the point and get the reflame. Only 7% gain. Not much here, and still 5 ults almost for GK.
Mewtwo at least with that tidal blast, but Labda with the overclock.
They're going to chase him down. Look at this. There's a spree coming soon for Kaneki. He's got the tidal blast on him first though. Hops on the bike and gets out of there real quick. Alfie just puts up that wall and not much JD Gaming can do about it. Annihilation now getting popped as they just run them down. Pineapple Monk fallen. A late sound.
This is so hard. I don't think they picked the right tank. I don't think JD Gaming picked the right tank for this map. And this team comp is like it's more aggressive than more defensive, so I guess.
It takes so long to try to have these splits from that team.
GG, GK.
If you're sending 3 players around the side, a Wuyang, a Shion, and a Wrecking Ball, suddenly your Kiriko has 3 players who are without the range.
Marky, who do you play in Overwatch?
I play a lot of Zenyatta.
Really?
Yeah, like since the beginning.
Wow.
I feel like someone plays, but someone's got to heal.
That is true. You don't play Mora?
It's ironic, you know, that it was
not
Shion
much.
That JD Gaming
Wow.
were playing because it feels like there was no foot on the gas pedal.
I play a lot of Genji and Hanzo, depending on team comp. And then when it comes to tanks, I like Reinhardt as tank, Diva as well, of course, because they're fun. For healers, crazy enough, I play a lot of Lucio.
CN teams lose control.
Preferably Lucio. I think the second map's gonna be Atlas, like all the time.
Though with how dominant that control was, I feel like
There was a guy in the crowd yesterday who had a sign that literally specifically said, "No more Atlas."
We've got to sort out the bands, of course, as well. See, with the GK, I mean, we just panned over them.
Yeah.
Not a care in the world, not a bother, not a worry. Straight chilling.
Straight chilling.
Yes.
Be able to pivot to, but they really do like things like that Shion, the Tracer, the Ball, the Kiriko, the Break was what they actually played on attack the last time we got to see them play Route 66. I worry with how well equipped GK were. To be able to deal with a composition which is meant to put you into chaos, right? The thing about the Wrecking Ball, the Shion, the Tracer, it's meant to overwhelm you. You're meant to panic, you're meant to have not a lot of time to be able to work out where you want to go, how you want to play. So the fact that GK just went before it was set up means that they totally sidestepped all of the things that that composition should be making hard. In fact, they made it easy.
Yeah, the Wu Yang didn't really feel too good. Especially as they kind of struggle to get in their faces too. Even when you hit a tidal blast or whatever, you need a lot of follow-up to be able to hit that. Ideally, you're hitting support, of course, or a DPS, just a kind of one pop.
I'm also seeing in Mobile Legends Big Bang, which is a huge game, a team called Team Spirit, who's been in since Season 1, finally made it to Grand Finals after 7 years.
Wow.
First in their region, too. Yeah, but that's crazy.
That is
you don't get opportunity to heal your players because you're playing with your Shion.
Tomorrow might be the day when they take home a championship. We'll see.
That would be pretty sweet.
Tomorrow is big championship weekend. Big, 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 big.
Probably a pivot to the Sojourn. Sojourn Tracer tends to be what they opt for if that Shion has been banned. But if you're geeky, you're happy about that, right? Lapid's best hero has to be his Sojourn.
100%.
This was a guy who was touted as being able to match quartz at points.
And sometimes.
Oh wow.
That's a very scary thing to have on your team. Well, very, very good thing to have on your team, but very scary for.
The news just broke that Stream Elements got acquired by Razer.
No way.
One map away from locking
Yeah.
in the
That's
final
crazy.
spot out of these groups. And JD Gaming, there might be.
That's a crazy time for me to make my announcement later today.
Kind of lock in.
Yeah, they
My
they
concern
tweeted
with
it
JD
half an
Gaming
hour ago.
taking us to Route 66 is that you and I, we actually cast both of the times that they went to Route 66. One of which was up against Lethal on the Sojourn. Twice on first point, Lethal was able to flank uncontested, unmarked, all the way around side of
They
ramp.
updated Stream Elements
opened up
updated
the
their terms
space
of
for
use
his
effective
team to
August
follow.
1st.
There and it was off
Kinda makes sense.
hold, not first and second because they got absolutely blitzed. It was
What doesn't change are overlays, alerts, chatbot, tipping payouts, all the settings. What does change is the backend behind them with
You hear that
Razer investing in the
how many of them
platform.
are behind JD Gaming right now. Nice little jump
And they have like a whole FAQ about the acquisition.
Quick switch. Straight over to the Sim. Okay, El Clasico again. Siad though on the Diva.
Yeah, Razer's not absorbing Stream Elements into its own software by the looks of it.
From Finn looks like actually he's going to change.
I guess that's okay.
Change. exchanging his mind. Moira, okay, Mizuki, okay. This
Yeah, that's
is
pretty
a
big
Pokemon.
news.
My goodness. I mean, this backline couldn't be more defensive if they tried.
This is also like bait Bella's Raya, force the hazard to overextend, chain him, kill him, out of line of sight of both.
Yeah, that's big
Anna and
news.
Britt.
That's nice.
Yeah. So like for DK, you've already broken first corner without one fight.
TP, under the high ground. Sit, wait for CDs. Well, Jetty Gaming are going to try and like jiggle this payload on the high ground. Monk's in a good angle, good nades from it, but problem is you've already lost Mewtwo, and there's the land. Nade here out BE, sure, but Kaneki's going to have a tough time securing a kill. He ends up getting Kellex, sure, and in fact Pineapple picks up a kill onto Lab there. Pretty scrappy affair, all things considered, but it is Ziad with 18 HP. Manages to not only rock Bella's Rare, but kill Pineapple. First fight done, payload moving.
Yeah, Monk, Mewtwo going down early as well. I mean, that JD Gaming not close to having support ults to set Pineapple's living weapon online. UK Esports will have amplification matrix when JD Gaming tried to contest. Bowser has actually already been scouted off of damage done by Kellex.
Half HP already instantly rocked. There's going to be a nade at his back, so amplified healing somewhat from Monk. Generates that ult charge a little bit quicker as well. So the nano boost might be available here unless they go down insta.
It's High Noon.
Lab's going to make good use of this. High Noon, oh, instantly killing Pineapple. You see how quickly that charged up? Yeah. That was gross. They're still going to try for this one though. A little bit of extra stall time, never hurt anybody. Nano boost, in fact, on to Bella's right.
I'm surprised they didn't do the Cassidy jetpack combo.
The point that will haphazardly used to try and get Summit done, but nope, that Nano thrown to the wind.
Yeah, that Ant Matrix as well with the Deadeye just totally overrides Pineapple's living weapon. Monk having to just wait for the Nano Boost was not able to use it to supply for the Emery's to have that damage reduction. And now DK just set up Labda perfectly in position with that Sigma Shield pocket to tax JD Gaming's walk from the high ground. Look at how fast Mewtwo has to try to cross, has to break bash to make sure that he doesn't get left behind and die.
He's got rally intent though, does Mewtwo. Pulse bomb for Kaneki. Oh, good stick. Lamb from Finn's good. And look at that turnaround there from Labda. Making sure Finn doesn't get popped after it. Ellis Ray is also going to fall down as a quick teleport is actually going to bisect the retreat. Pineapple goes with the rest of them. This is just not looking close. JD Gaming clutching at straws with Bella's Rare going over to Winston.
Yeah, Pineapple back onto the soldier.
And he's dead.
Bella's Rare is just trying to get GK to
and
turn
he's
around
gone.
to look at him. For Labda to look at him. To
Don't sleep on this Winston.
but look at what GK have to
Don't sleep on the Winston.
The commentators proceeded to sleep on the Winston.
Yeah, he's going to jump out.
Ah!
Look at this. And he's dead. Soldier didn't even touch the ground. It's just not happening. Not for... Playing Ryan.
We're playing Mystery Heroes at this point, Jack.
We need to find answers. Maybe Ryan's it. He's been isolated away from the fight. Guys, you got to get out of there. You might get even...
Oops. There you go.
To hold on. Pineapple taking height's going to be good. Zia gets deleted by Monk's window. And they're good. All right, Stein on point.
Yeah, but that's huge. Forcing window from JD Gaming.
Hey, that buys them a little more time if they need it.
With a window of their own, Sanctuary soon to be built up for Kellex to be able to absorb Pineapples, overclock, which means that DK, you don't have to go first fast.
Here's the window. Big swing here from Finn. Could one-tap somebody with the help of Labda.
They'll wait surely for Alfie's wall before they walk on Pineapple.
Gonna go through main. And then as soon as they drop, we're gonna window. Easy peasy. Look at that. Belisarius' shield already gone, and now they're gonna push on. And here's the wall. You got a touch though. Belisarius doesn't end up getting there just in time as Mewtwo tries to taxi him onto the point. Pineapple's gonna try and go for a big flank past the window of the wall. Even Labda doesn't end up falling down, but look at that Sanctuary.
There you go.
A delectable
210.
push from GK. What are they doing? You seeing this? Finn, you see what I just did? Yeah, boom, exploded. Everybody dead. Easy, easy.
He's already crushing the key. That's what he's doing. He's just manifesting that key crush at this point. Man, that was a brutal retake walk. Like, what do you do if you're JD Gaming and you have one overclock to work?
Look at this jump. He's dead.
Oh.
And he's dead.
At this point, I just want to see who plays who moving forward, you know?
This current meta, but yeah, like holding Pineapple's overclock hostage, just walking to point with Simwall, and then having that
ship,
opportunity.
right? And the payload, it like goes over. They remove. Oh my god.
That's so awesome you can hear it.
Finn having a chuckle to himself too.
The Mizuki too, as well, like Sanctuary versus Overclock. Oof, that's not a fun matchup, as I don't think JD Gaming are having much fun at the moment.
Alfie hasn't died, by the way. 22-0.
Wow.
From young Alfie.
They have to just be able to shrug it off, though, is the thing for JD Gaming.
JD's not looking so hot over right now.
Into despair.
They sure are not.
Yeah, but GK, it's definitely a more coordinated team.
JD Gaming more like L Gaming.
Reggie, you're funny.
Most of the players who I see playing Overwatch in my games, their pastime is falling off of the map.
Oh, we're going to bring up that again. We've got a few clips of that already. Nice little teleport there. Kaneki trying to bait that one out. A charge into the wall as Ziad just decided, you know what, actually I belong on the high ground. Look at that.
This Sigma's very scary. I've seen this Sigma been played multiple times by JK. Oh my gosh. Their setups are crazy.
He repositions the team perfectly on top of gas.
Man. Pop Hero, thank you for the follow.
At the moment, more than happy to sit up on the high ground, look for the drop, flip the map, and stop the objective from moving.
Still got to kill Labda too. Taking a large chunk out of Kaneki. Oh no, he's in trouble now. Nice teleport from JD Gaming. He's going to eliminate the Cassidy.
Huge, just understanding that Labda was so far split from the rest of his team, but Dallas Rhea goes so low that Lamp is actually forced.
We're windowing? Okay, really thinking that this fight needs to be quick. All right, well, with that, they should be able to just cap the point. A quick teleport away from Alpha Yi, make sure he gets out alive, and him and Kellex are going to link up.
I think you're worried because Lamp was forced from Bella's Rhea. Mewtwo did not have sound barriers. Ziad could have gone for the Flux. As GK not looking like they'll go for the recontest. JD Gaming pushed for second, but here's why GK did not fight back. They've established a high ground hold, and JD Gaming have to dig deep to be able to break it.
Nice little Rhine mask there in the audience, of course. Reminds me of Kevster back when he joined Glads, for those who know. 4 minutes and a bit here for JD Gaming. They've got a lot of ults. They just got to get themselves in a good position again with this teleport. But now, there's so many angles that GK are holding from. Teleport onto the high ground this time. Yep, they're just going to ignore this window. Just back off, just wait for it to disappear.
Yeah, great teleport from JD Gaming. Avoids the window, wait for it to drop. Then try to run at GK. Teleport back onto point so you can keep the objective moving and force them to drop off high.
Maki's in trouble. Nice little railgun from downtown there is going to assist in that kill onto Monk. They're going to use this wall to push forward. Even with this kill onto Monk, it's still going to be tough for GK to win this fight decisively. Although saying that, Labs is on the high ground already. Kaneki, railgun to the dome. And now, yeah, a quick descend from the rest of GK to eliminate JD Gaming.
Yeah, Simul just not quite able to save Monk, and GK twist the knife. with a full fight win, which means that once more JD Gaming have to walk into that high ground setup. Kellex with the Sanctuary should be able to absorb the damage when Monk's window opens up. Labda with this overclock is the thing that you have to worry about if you're JD Gaming, because you can't just play passive versus the sound barrier.
Half and half there. Half teleport high ground, half stay on the payload. Now they're moving up. Sanctuary, like you mentioned, is going to be tough for Bellas Rhea to get value with this Shatter too, despite that Sanctuary being available. Teleport. Yep, straight. Oh, the gas station. The Sanctuary gets popped there instantly. The Kellex ends up going down. Oh, Ziad actually eats the Blizzard. What a beautiful little play there.
It sure was a play for like 10 seconds.
Anyway, the Labda actually says, actually not today. A jumping high ground, little shot onto Pineapple, send the May back to spawn. And now it's only Bellas Rhea to try and contend with the...
I'm just interested on how JD is gonna respond to this, because this is like, I think the first team kill or second team kill.
I think it's the first. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, it's mainly because like JD's already halfway pushed over, and then EK is now doing something. So I'm like, hello? And Lucian's about to have ult too, so I wonder how they run that.
Fast push though with the teleport onto high ground and window.
Fire strike? No, not quite. They're not going to give him the chance to get that one tap.
Point, guys. Someone from JD
Wow.
Gaming has to separate from the pack, drop down. But that means that Mewtwo's not there to push the team forward.
All good though. You don't really need the movement speed right now, and you can get out of dodge.
The GK
real quick.
stomps.
The teleport straight up to height. Ziad's gonna have the flux. The shatter is blocked by the shield of Ziad.
Rip with the Reinhardt.
Well, Alfie's gonna clean up. The ultimate economy gain from GK is sublime.
Damn, Mr. Stun. That's crazy.
Amplification to bait the shatter as well. With how ready
Really good teleport plays though. That's really cool.
Able to stop it. And JD Gaming, Pineapple, is now onto the Bastion, just to try to have any form of burst damage on that Symmetra teleporter movement.
Wow.
Alright, Kaneki with the TP gets the team across the chasm. Ziad kind of playing with his food right now, just waiting for him to appear. The spheres aren't hitting anything, so he knows something's up. The flux on the height is going to be big. He ends up hitting 3. Nice wall in response. The team are going to be immune to pretty much everything right now, but look at the damage actually being thrown in. That wall's going to get deleted in just a moment. Alfie's going to deploy a wall of his own, and now this Monk window from the high ground might be what they need to win this fight. Shooting at the wall means it's going to get deleted. That health is going to get chunked down pretty readily, especially with this Bastion now.
Yeah, just sitting behind the amplification matrix.
They're not pushing, by the way.
Done, and yeah, Cart just static.
Soundbar from ends up hitting 3. Quick teleport, a reposition from Labda. Kellex goes down.
Has to use Immortality Field just to live.
It's over. They're just going to leave Monk. You can push the payload, don't matter. It really just does not matter. You've not got a chance to get back in.
This is done. GK locking down Route 66 might as well have the key already on the Crusher.
Bellas Rhea is going to get another touch here. A little final one. Overtime does end up getting triggered, but they got a beat, they got a flux
Last
coming
chance.
up, they got a window, they got everything they need. Monk has to be the savior, but they're just too distracted with their own small little tasks. A nice
like I said, GK 2-0.
in the dirt. JD Gaming are gonna go down.
Yeah, I slept on this team. I really did.
GK Esports, they secure that final spot in the playoffs.
Constant pressure, so much damage on the attack to not allow JD Gaming.
I believe that was the last game of the broadcast.
To hold their ground. Fighting fights, bold ultimates, still like time.
Yeah, this is the last game for today. Tomorrow is full-on big playoffs, and then grand finals is best out of 5. So
Another Chinese representative is gonna get eliminated, leaving Weibo, the last hope here for the region. Big smiles on the face all around for GK. However, they're gonna join Space Station Gaming Zeta Division, and Crazy Raccoon, who qualify out of Group B.
Twisted Minds to continue the EMEA representation. So GK will have to defend their title. They've been able to beat out Twisted Minds before, but now they have to do it on the international land setting.
Let's get a quick word from the Danish superstar, the legend, Kellex, down on the stage.
Yes, I am standing by with
That's Kellex. Kellex played with XQC.
For that big win. I
This
imagine
guy?
you must be very happy.
Yes,
in
he's played with
France.
XQC.
So you know the French fans because you've been part of Team Peps back in the days, and Fefe gave me something for you, so maybe you can show it to the camera and then flip it. He told me to give it to you. Maybe you can show it here.
Merci. Merci.
Give him a little note. All jokes aside, it's a pleasure to have you here. Of course, you've been able to witness the passion of French fans, you know, being there on a big arena. How much does it mean to you to be back here?
Amazing. I was here 3 years ago for another tournament, and I met a lot of Peps fans, and it was amazing. You know, the French fans are crazy in this esport and other esports as well, so yeah, it's great.
And it's great to have you, of course. Première question, tu connais la passion des fans français, évidemment, parce que tu as fait partie de la Team Peps à l'ancienne. Et il le dit, because Overwatch partners, teams, bundles have been announced on social media, so you're going to be able to get your favorite teams bundle. Donc effectivement, les fans français sont incroyables et on les entend aussi faire du bruit. You know, I wanted also to ask you, because we've seen GK struggle a bit at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the year, yet when you joined, it's a whole different story. So what do you think you're bringing to this team, and you keep bringing to this team?
I think I'm a good comedian. I bring good jokes, good vibes, and average gameplay. You know, I think my strength is just making my teammates happy, you know, and yeah.
Complètement différente. Qu'est-ce que tu penses que tu apportes dans l'équipe? En vrai, les good vibes, les vannes, j'essaie de mettre mes teammates un petit peu à leur prime tout le temps, et un gameplay assez moyen, même si je suis pas forcément d'accord avec ça. It's gonna be time for us to go to the key crusher. You excited about it? Let's get it?
I've never done this before.
Is it your first? Let's go. So in Paris, it's even better. We're gonna have Kellex smash the key from JDG.
Smash that key.
Go for it. It's
Smash
your moment.
that key.
As our lovely key master walks him through. It is indeed a victory for GK Esports, taking down JD Gaming here in Paris. GK are in playoffs.
WGK.
What a feeling. I'm going to welcome you back onto the stage with one last very, very important question, because last year you've played several finals, but it was never the time for you to get the trophy.
And I think we've learned from our mistakes, so I'm very hopeful that we can finally bring it home.
Hope and confidence?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident. Now we're gonna... I'm happy.
I think a lot of us are excited also to see you guys in best of five. Donc c'est vrai que l'année dernière tu as joué beaucoup de finales, ça n'a jamais été l'occasion de prendre le trophée. Pourquoi cette année ça va être ton année? Et bien tout simplement, j'étais déjà avec deux de mes teammates l'année dernière quand on a joué des finales. Je pense qu'on a appris de nos erreurs, et en vrai de vrai, un peu d'espoir, un peu de confiance, et je pense que ça peut le faire. Thank you so much for joining me, and we're gonna be standing by for the draw show, so make sure not to go too far, because we're gonna be back after a short break. See you there.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
That may be the smartest man in Paris right now. There are so many great French organizations, Peps, Vitality, Gentlemen's, Carmine Corps, and now I feel like GK may have won over some French fans after that interview. Kellex, a performer, says he's just got to lay down the jokes. Alpha, you crew will take care of the rest.
Honestly,
You ready for the draw stage?
aggressive this event. Like he was playing
Oh,
with the
yeah.
camera, joking around. Was
Draw stage is when they pick from the buckets. They cannot play each other from the same brackets. So
bathroom break that went on forever. So yeah.
and no duplicate
So
matches.
meaning like the bucket contains teams from other from another bracket?
Basically from both groups. So both groups there's two groups that they were separated into, Group A, Group B, and they can't play each other from the same group.
Reinforce when you look at GK's.
Okay.
Going to play, and it just completely threw a wrench in what JD Gaming had planned. They did not plan for Bellaria to play Reinhardt. They did not plan to play Symmetra when they picked Route 66. And so GK really put them in the back foot. Very impressive win.
So as we take a look at the highlights, what did you enjoy?
Honestly, everything. I like the compositions they're playing. I think it's pretty much everything is in their comfort zone. I don't think they have to change too much drastically from what we've seen from them in stage 2, since the meta already seemed to work well for them already there. So it's one of those teams which were just able to
If I'm up
continue
at this hour
to do what they
tomorrow, I
wanted to do.
might co-stream Street Fighter Finals.
To the studio. Danny, you've been running around
Ooh,
getting their
nice.
predictions on the week. Did you get your
Because
prediction
then
right in
Overwatch
this
Finals
one?
are
This one I did. I'm gonna be honest. I had to
following
do
day.
Yeah.
I had to do predictions twice. I think the first one
Tomorrow will be MLBB finals as well. We're gonna do another group stage for Warzone tomorrow. Oh man. How are you adjusting the pairs time?
Hey, shout out to GK. Thank you for
I
getting
mean,
my prediction right.
I can adjust
Going with your gut.
relatively
That was
easily.
smart.
It's
The
just
first answer was the right answer. GK are powering
just,
through. They are one of 8
doing
teams
so
on
initially is the tricky part.
Yeah. So that I have
be playing for the
3 other things I gotta do, so it's kind of hard for me to catch up with everything.
Championship. So what are we? Where are we at in the big picture? What are we looking forward to here in the final 2 days?
It's within a name. We're exactly in the middle of our season. We still have the World Finals to come, of course, but even after this event, there's going to be the Overwatch World Cup that is happening, which is finally returned. First up is going to be in Korea. So many of these players that are playing here will be traveling to Korea literally a few days after this event. So they got some.
Yeah, so I was also talking about this during my co-streams and stuff like that. Like the Esports World Cup is dag smacked in the middle between big majors and big championships, which is kind of crazy. But we care about the games, and all the players are basically they're one after another. League of Legends, after MSI in Korea, they came back to the Esports World Cup. For Call of Duty, everyone that's playing this week came back from last week's or 2 weeks ago Call of Duty championships for COD champs in Vegas.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened in Vegas, yeah.
Yep. Another one is that there's a big Germany major that's happening right before people from Counter-Strike, a week before they come over to the EWC. Valorant had their first week already with the EWC, and then 2 weeks later they went into San Pablo and they had an entire Masters Championship series.
So interesting.
Yeah, all of the games are like immediately before or after they play at the EWC. They have a big major tournament that's in just for that game specifically. That matters the most because those require points. They're yearly, and yeah, this is just an additional. This is an additional $1 million that's out there. So
no, right? Literally. No big deal.
Yeah, Tekken's going on right now, and I think last 2 weeks ago was a Tekken World Cup mid-season.
Right, yeah.
I think that was a shocker. And for the Falcons to get eliminated here today, that may be the biggest story if you've been following the club championship since week 0. For now, though, we got to celebrate Twisted Minds because they are guaranteed points, at least 200 with the top. 8 finish. And remember, last year, this is a team that finished in our top 4. So what can get done for a team rocking light blue and pink? So expectations for UB's crew.
Honestly, the expectations are very, very high. Yes, they were looking shaky earlier this year, but I think they put their egos aside. They're now buying into the meta, the things that they strayed away from, which is clearly, if you're not playing Cat Bastion, then you may be struggling a little bit. If you don't have like a really big other identity, looking at like a Dallas Fuel or something like that. But for them to pick it up for this event and playing it so seamlessly I think that's a very good sign.
Yeah, I think what is so interesting about Twisted Minds is for the past couple of events, they've gone through the lower bracket, okay? They've taken a loss in the tournament, and they've had to run it back. On the bench, they have Jwoo, who is mechanically one of the best players in the tournament. But instead, they just said from the get-go this time around, we're just going to put UB in the mix, we're going to play the Symmetra, and knowing now in the playoffs that there is no double elimination, it's single elimination. One loss and you're out. They've already early in the tournament committed to the Symmetra approach, and when they play this, they consistently reach the grand finals.
Major shout out to our production team. Not only are they preparing highlights for all the teams playing in the final 2 days of action, they've also prepared an interview, Danny Lim, and it's with one of our favorite human beings. He goes by the name of Poco, and I know that you know him very well. What are you excited to talk about with the Frenchman?
I want to hear who Poco thinks is going to win it all. You know, what he thinks, is going to beat the champions for EWC. Poco, right? Hi, Poco.
Hi, Danny.
All right. Tell me, who do you think is going to win it all for EWC?
It's a tough question. Tough. I'm gonna give you 2 answers and 2 only. I think Twisted Minds are so good on LAN. They are the best at it. UB is
I saw that coming, yeah.
And maybe T1. Maybe T1 can do it. Yeah, I believe.
That seems like such an unbiased opinion.
Unbiased.
That's crazy.
Poco, can you tell us a little bit about T1's performance? Because they powered through the group stages. You called this for us on day number 2. What did you see from your team, and who are you proud of?
Yeah, I'm very proud of Dongak. I mean, he's so good. I'm a tank main, so I'm like, how can he be so good on Moga? I think he's the best Moga in the world for me. He's slamming and doing everything. And then the team Proud is so good. The backlane is too good. Then yeah, 2-0 against Falcon. Deserved, and I hope they're gonna have a good opponent and they're gonna go further.
Who do you want to see them beat? Who do you want to see them play? Because now we're doing a draw here on stage, and they could face a lot of different opponents here. What kind of team do you think will be a good matchup for T1?
I think maybe Weibo. Weibo is gonna be probably the easiest matchup, I think. And yeah.
Okay, who will be the hardest matchup then? Who do you not want to face off against if you're T1?
Maybe Zeta. I feel like Zeta is too good. They play all the time against T1 and they have the upper advantage, but yeah, Zeta a bit difficult, I think.
I got some bad news. Live from our producer.
That's insane.
You got a 50-50 shot. You can either play Crazy Raccoon or Zeta Division.
That's not good at all, guys. Can we change it? Can we do something about it?
We're in Paris. I'm sure you know some people behind the scenes that speak French. Poco, let's talk a little bit about Tanks, who are one of my favorites to watch since the beginning of the Overwatch competitions. Who has been most impressive? We have 8 teams moving forward, but you can pick from any of the 16 that graced our stage here at EWC.
I think it has to be TVNT. I mean, I really like his diva. He's so good at it, and now he can play Rain, he can play Sigma, he can play so many tanks, and he's so good with a Twisted Mind. Very, very impressed by this player.
Do you think you could make a return, Poco? When you watch these guys play, or you I'm gonna jump in scrims after the tournament, I'm ready to go, I'm fired up, T1, put me in? We're not washed yet, bro. Come on.
Not anymore.
No.
I don't have the fire in me anymore. I just play ranked and have fun.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah, it's too much work. I'm getting old.
Poco, we've got 3 fantastic tanks here on camera. We've got Reinforce, we have you, and of course we have Ben Best.
Of course, yeah.
Who's the best of the 3?
I mean, Reinforce was pretty good at this peak. Right?
That was the ancient lore of Overwatch history. That was ages ago. You were in the I didn't play in the Overwatch League. You two did.
Yeah, but you are like before the Overwatch League, which is more prestigious for me.
I like that. That is good gas. He's way richer than both of us combined, though. Go watch Poco stream, donate on our behalf, and in the meantime, we got to check out Group B.
W Pogo.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yep, of course.
Let's take a look here at our Group B bracket. We are about 2 minutes away from that draw show. Shout out to everyone on stage getting it ready for us. Crazy Raccoon, you just heard, is most likely good. I assume that means GK Esports and Space Station Gaming are likely to play. Minds or Weibo.
That's right, because in this, of course, you can't play the team from the same group. So if you're the number 2 seed here in Group B, if you're GK or Space Station, you're guaranteed to play the number 1 seed from Group A and vice versa. So if you're the
to figure out how this whole thing works. Meanwhile, production knew all along, and they're going to
you want GK? I don't want to go up against GK. Like, GK could go all the way. 3 of those guys were in the Esports World Cup final.
Raccoon playing. It is time to get into the draw show live from EWC.
All right, draw show time.
If anything matters, this matters the most.
And look, we've played all the Overwatch that needs to be played in the group stages. There's one thing left to do, and that is to determine the matchups for our quarterfinal. We're going to have a live draw here. Myself and Lou are joined by some very special guests. First, I'm going to introduce Team Liquid's Rack Attack. How are you doing, and how much have you enjoyed the matches today?
Matches have been very good today. Honestly, did enjoy a lot of it. Would have loved Liquid on them, but you know, can't have it all.
Same.
It is what it is. It's fine. On the other
Same.
It is what it is.
Oh, I've been saying I was on mute. This is where it matters, and same. I wish Liquid was here. I wish Liquid was also in. That would have been crazy. Then we had three NAs.
Yeah, well, my Dallas Fuel had to show them what's up. So.
Or four NAs. Yeah. Ah. It's okay. We love Dallas Field too. Honestly, they're really good. They're respectable.
All right, let's start.
Where it matters the most.
is going to draw seed ones one by one to have them in the brackets. And teams from the same group cannot be facing each other in the first quarterfinals. And first,
Twisted Minds.
Twisted Minds.
Who's gonna take it away? I hope it's Dallas. I hope it's Dallas Field. I want to see this match. That would be an intense match.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, they recovered. Fefe, next one. On y va. Next one.
Weibo Gaming.
Weibo Gaming has a sick Xion. They have really good DPS players.
The third seed one team in the bracket, la troisième équipe.
Third seed is Zeta.
Zeta Division, qui ne sera donc pas directement face à Twisted Minds à nouveau. And last but not least, you've guessed it, but still.
Yep. It is Jay-Z. Crazy. If I get Space Station Gaming against Crazy Raccoon, I'm gonna flip this table over.
The question is, who will they face off against? Out of the teams that are in the top seeds here, who do you think would you say is number 1 and the most dangerous left in the tournament?
You gotta go with Crazy Raccoon. I mean, they're always dominant force. They always.
Wow. Okay. say.
Scary team overall to face.
Fefe, do you agree? Crazy Raccoon best team?
I don't know, but pretty good one and the best since few months, yes.
Interesting.
Not Zeta division. I'm not gonna lie. People be sleeping also on Zeta.
All right. First is
Who's gonna get twisted minds? Kiki.
GK.
Yeah.
The first matchup is gonna be
Damn. Drama.
That's crazy.
That's drama. That's drama right there.
I'm gonna welcome the players, UB, and of course our player you're gonna face back.
Wow.
Of course, Labda 7. You can get back, of course, into position.
That's the same region.
For that EMEA derby, tu le disais, Fefe,
That's the
t'as
same
envie
region
de voir
competition.
EMEA, tu l'as?
They're both EMEA, right? So EMEA in semis for sure.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good match. I'm sure about that. I agree with him.
Strong quarters final. Let's move on to the
All right, next quarterfinal.
Dallas Fuel.
Okay.
So the next matchup,
Weibo against Dallas Fuel.
gonna be Dallas Fuel versus Zeta Division.
Oh, is it Zeta? Oh, was Weibo? Okay, never mind. I got.
What are your thoughts on that matchup? It's a tough one, isn't it, for Dallas?
Is it?
Like I said, people be sleeping on Zeta. Zeta's from Korea.
Yeah, because number 2, number 3, right? Yeah.
Let's move on now to the next one.
Lucamino and Violet, who gave each other a fist bump. That's gonna be a banger match.
Oh,
T1 and
T1 and Weibo. Oh, that is a strong Asia Pacific game right there.
Game is gonna be Crazy Raccoon versus
Space Station.
What do you think? That's a spicy one.
Okay, that's crazy.
First round. Scary to see one of those guys.
Wow, for quarterfinals.
Isn't that gonna be one of the best matches possible?
Yeah, maybe it's gonna be the one.
I think Dallas feels cooked.
Most excited about it.
We're gonna get excited about it for sure.
Now we know who this is, but we've got to do the formality. Let's take out Rack Attack and let's reveal to the world the final team, which is, of course, Space Station Gaming.
Hey, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with this match lineup.
It's pretty alright.
Weibo versus Space
As long as it's not NA.
Station Gaming is our last matchup, our last quarter.
Really see what is in store for you
There's the
tomorrow,
bracket.
quarterfinals day for Overwatch here at the Esports World Cup. Lou, we're in for a banger.
Yeah, Fuel is cooked. That's okay though.
Starting from tomorrow, there is no
What's he?
second chances anymore. No loser bracket.
I'm happy Fuel is in the quarterfinals. That's a W.
Can't wait to get stuck in, gentlemen. Thank you once again. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Can you win an award for a draft show? Well done to that trio, our director Ian, and of course Lou alongside our special guest. And what a bracket. If you are a Weibo fan, this is your time to smile. Johnny, Space Station Gaming is in your way of a semi-final and potentially a clear road to a grand final.
My head has exploded. Like, this bracket is unbelievable. If you told Weibo Gaming or Space Station that they could make top 4 in this tournament, both of those teams would have just
3 NA against 3 Korea Pacific. That's kind of crazy. It's like tomorrow NA versus the Asians. Kinda crazy.
As they draw Crazy Raccoon, and even if you win that, you're likely to play Zeta Division, the squad that everyone has feared in this tournament, Zoe.
Yeah, Fuel is out.
Here for Dallas Fuel, they had to fight so hard to even get here, and now Zeta Division in their way to make the semi-final.
I believe in Phil. It may have been 3 years, but you know, things can change in 3 years.
Yeah.
But I'm trying.
Danny, if you win this next round and go to the semifinals, what's the difference in prize money and, of course, points for the club championship?
60K?
60,000
with 300 points? Yeah, did I get that right?
Not bad.
Okay.
Not,
Nope.
not a bad finish.
I feel like I'm getting quizzed every time. Every time Poke is throwing me a question, I'm just like, oh, did I get that right?
It's okay. It's okay. To be fair, I put up all the notes of the homework on the big screen. I was like, Danny, it's right there. Top 8, 35,000.
I saw Poke look at me. I'm like, okay, he's gonna throw me some questions. I didn't even see that, and you were like, okay.
Esports knowledge oversees all.
And that's how you win Emmys, ladies and gentlemen. Our playoff bracket.
And the Emmy goes to.
And 400,000 points, and 1,000 points, and $400,000 on the line for first place. Johnny, this is some serious money for Overwatch, and we're only here in the mid-season.
I am so excited for this one. This bracket, whichever way it unfolds, it's going to be 2 days of Overwatch action you don't want to miss.
Final thoughts here, Zoe, as we're about to head into the shuttle.
Glad you mentioned that. I'm just very, very happy. History has already been made. China making it this far is super, super exciting. It's been a region that's been lacking behind for the last few years. So to see them in this spot and like the semifinals in reach is incredible.
Danny and I are going to go find a very happy couple that is celebrating their honeymoon.
The sun's rising.
EWC,
it's right here. Yeah.
Their favorite game in Overwatch. In the meantime, we hope you guys enjoyed the STC recap of all the games from group play. We'll see you for the playoffs tomorrow.
As soon as this broadcast ends, I'm ending. And it's pretty much getting ready to end now, so.
Marky, thanks for streaming together. I hope you have a great time tomorrow streaming with the Street Fighter stuff. I know Menard. I think Menard is still in. Menard is the previous EVO winner for Street Fighter.
Yep.
And so is Tokaido.
Goat.
Tokaido is also one of the biggest goats in Japan for Street Fighter as well.
Sweet. Love that.
Alright. Bye, Smirky.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Chat, we are still gonna be on stream. I have a couple things that I need to finish up real quick. Overwatch has been great so far, and they've had a lot of good competitions head out. I need to finish these couple of things that I need to get done for my nonprofit. We will be doing a content video today later on about basically a recap. So when I come back, we'll be doing our recap for the entire streams and the entire EWC. Do that live so you guys can see that, and then on top of that, we will be streaming some League of Legends Classic for a little bit because I still have to do some. I need to do some League. You know, I love League of Legends, so we're gonna be doing that. And then finally, after the end of all of this, just wanted you guys to know we are streaming on YouTube right now. If you head over to my YouTube, you can get that through my about, or you can just look up Hugh Lee 8. We're doing a coach stream for Warzone. Warzone's also heating up over there as well. I will try to see if we can get that posted into our virtual, our not virtual, our vertical scene for Warzone. All right. Well, other than that, I hope you guys have an entire great day. I will be on the YouTubes, so. Hopefully I'll get to see you guys on the YouTubes, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, y'all. Enjoy. Enjoy your guys' day. We'll end off YouTube first. YouTube, we'll see you in a bit. We're also gonna go on a vertical. So give me a moment. Alright.
Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by play.